Oh shit. It's crazy, man. Wow. Let me share this motherfucking video out, boy. Let me share this video out. Boy, I tell you, boy. How in the hell can you sleep? How in the hell can I don't know. I don't know about this one, boy. Uh, what in the hell? Are you freaking serious, man? Are you serious? What in the hell? Are you freaking serious? Good morning, Miss B. What's going on? Boy, this is a crazy story here, boy. Oh, you caught me this morning, yeah, because I was gonna get on your ass, Miss B. What's up, Frank Evans? I was gonna get on your ass, Miss B. What's up, Frank Evans? Yeah, I was just wilding yesterday about that moderator shit, bro. Y'all know I just be having fun, bro. I don't be meaning that shit. But anyway, uh, man, let me tell y'all something, man. One thing I can say, right? And I'm sharing this live stream out, so I'm gonna definitely give y'all my undivided attention in a minute. Just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Just be patient with me, man. Let me get this video out there into the public because like I say, every day, man, every day is always gonna be something different, right? It's always gonna be some different stuff going on in the world. And sometimes a lot of time we afraid to talk about certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? We afraid to talk about certain stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, myself, uh, this is a story that I feel. Yes, Miss B, I feel like this is a story that I needed to personally share with the world, man. When we talk about gun violence, when you talk about gang violence, when you talk about anything that's dealing from a violent standpoint of view that's affecting our society and our kids, bro. We got to be willing to talk about that, man. And this story right here, this is a sad story that's coming out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man. I don't know if y'all guys have got a whip of this story, but it came across to me, bro, and it's sad because I'm sitting here watching a father. I'm watching a man. That's right. I'm watching a man take out 8 kids. I'm watching a man kill 8 kids. And 7 of the 8 kids was his own kids, bro. Did you hear what I say? 7 of the 8 kids that he took off, that same guy that you see on that thumbnail, surrounded around all them kids, was all at 7 of his kids that he killed. He lured them to his house. He went and picked some of them up and had the parents, the mothers, the baby mamas, or however you want to describe it, had them to bring the kids over to his location of venue where he stayed at and say, hey, today is the day I just want all my kids together because I want them to get to know each other. And guess what happened? Appreciate that, Frank. Guess what happened? He ended up taking all 7 of them out. All of them. They dead. They dead. 7 kids. All 7 are dead. But you know what? The most disgusting part about this whole story, right? It's not just about the father that took his own kids out. It's about the Negro that provided him the ammunition to do so. It's a guy that knew this man's intentions. He knew that this guy was finna kill his kids. So he provided ammunition. You heard what I said? Another individual provided the ammunition to this father to wreak havoc, to take his own kids out. You know what? I'm going to put a poll up, right? Because I want to know if this man, right, of this man that provided this weapon or this ammunition or whatever to this guy to kill his kids, do y'all think he should be held accountable? Because the father is no longer with us. The father, they took him out. He went out in a blaze. He had a shootout with the police. They told him to bring his black ass up out of there. Dude said, I ain't going nowhere. Dude said, you gonna have to come get me. Dude loaded the banana clips up and went to busting at him. And I'm talking about they was busting off for damn near 4 hours. And they finally sent the robots in. And the robots erased his ass, turned his TV off, rocked his snot box. This is what I want y'all to understand, bro. Today's society is so effed up, right? And when I talk about these kind of stories, I try to get people to understand that it's very important that we tap in with stuff like this, because you never know. This could affect you, your family, or a loved one, a friend, or somebody that you close to. This could happen to anybody. This man, listen to what I'm saying. I don't think y'all catching on to what I'm saying. This guy had his baby mamas to bring all his kids over. And the plan was, what he said was, I just want all my kids together because I haven't had them like this in a long time. I want them to get to know each other. And he ended up killing all 7 of them, bro. It takes a cold-hearted, calculated MF to do something like that to these kids, bro. And it hurts me to my heart to even talk about it because I have a kid of my own. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to keep it 100. I ain't sugarcoat. I don't know how y'all feel like that, but I'm going to tell you how I feel. This is how I feel. You violate mines, I am 9111. You got action. I'm not going to no fucking police. You violate mines, I'm coming to take your whole family out. I'm talking about everybody got to go, mamas and all. Everybody got to go. That's right. That's the type of game I'm going to play. Everybody got to go. It ain't just you. It's everybody. I'm rocking everybody out. That's just the bottom line. Because this is senseless and pointless. Why would you give this man a gun to erase his fucking kids, bro? Like, what type of man are you to even do something like that? That's chilling, bro. That's cold-hearted. And just like this Tupac Shakur case I'm looking at, that shit is crazy. But this is what life has become to be. People are making bad choices and bad decisions. And as a result, this is what society is producing now. And it's not that this is what society wants. This is what we are literally actually putting out there in the universe. Now I'm saying back, they saying, okay, well, the guy that provided this man the weaponry and the ammunition to take his kids out, oh, they can't find him. What you mean they can't find him? Okay, James, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that, brother. We definitely will talk about that. But right now, what I'm talking about, 7 kids, bro. Hold on for a minute. I don't want to lose my train of thought. We're talking about 7 kids, right? I think the oldest one was maybe 8 or 9 or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go back and really reread the story, but we're talking about 7 kids. Luckily, one of them survived. And one of the kids that survived out of the 8 wasn't even his. So he made it his business to make sure he took all 7 of his kids out. He erased them. Like, he didn't give them no opportunity to bounce back. No opportunity to bounce back, none whatsoever. He specifically had it in his mind and his heart that he was going to take these kids out. And he literally done that. He literally took these kids out. It wasn't no if and buts about it or none of that. But guys, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm ultimately saying, right? We as black people, let me send a message out to the black culture, right? We as black people, we are always quick To talk about what white people do to us, but we never talk about what we do to each other. Huh? Can I get an amen? Can I get a witness to that? Is that true? Or am I saying something wrong? Is that not a true statement that I just made? Why are we always blaming white people but never take responsibility nor accountability for our ways and actions, the stuff that we inflict and bring amongst ourselves? Why don't we talk about that? All this stuff about gangs and this. Listen, let me tell you something. I never felt the need to join a gang, bro. I don't need 1,000 people to validate who I am. What the fuck? I don't knock nobody for what they do, but I don't need that. I don't need that stuff in my life. I'm sick and tired of black people's complaining about white folks this and white folks that. But we turn around and do the same shit that allegedly these white folks supposed to be doing to us. You got a grown man, a black man, that summoned all of his kids up at his location of venue just to take them out, bro. Just to turn their TVs off. You stole the opportunity away from these kids, man, to grow up and to become successful in life. And then you got another black man. Listen to what I'm saying. You got another black man that provided this Negro the gun that killed 7 of his own kids. The seeds that he implanted in each one of his baby mamas. And you do some crazy stuff like that. And I'm supposed to respect that. I'm not supposed to talk about that. We're not supposed to expose this to the world. People don't need to know about this. Is this what y'all saying? Folks don't need to know about that. All we need to know about is white people this and white people that. That's what I be trying to tell y'all. It ain't just the white folks. It's us. It's us doing this shit to ourselves, man. But we don't want to accept that. We want to see what one thing I can say about black folks, man, we're good at that blame game shit. Enough is enough, man. It's time to deal with reality. We cannot advance in life simply because a whole bunch of BS that's going on within our community. I gotta have a certain color on. If I got a certain color on, I can't come in your community. You black just like me, nigga. We came from the same struggle. The same fucking struggle. But this is what life has ultimately became to be. And in Louisiana right now, I would be very disappointed if the state of Louisiana do not find the dude that provided this man the weapon to kill 7 of his fucking kids. They need to find him and they need to damn torture his ass. Sentence him to death. Give him the death penalty. That's right. Get a nigga the death penalty. And don't let him sit on death row for 20, 30 years. Put his ass on death row, give him 2 or 3 years, let him suffer a little bit, and pump that potassium in his motherfucking ass. That's what they need to do. That is uncalled for, bro. It takes an evil-minded person, not just to take their kids out. But guys, I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. Pay close attention to what I'm saying. You had another Negro. I'm not going to use other words. I want to, because that is the definition of what I'm saying. But you got another Negro that calls this man up and say, hey, I got a gun. You still trying to handle that business? Yeah, they got recorded conversation. They was able to retrieve the boy phone. They got conversation on the phone. This man hit him up and say, yo, are you still trying to take care of that business? You still trying to knock him off? I got the gun for you. Yeah, they got the recording. Boy was like, oh yeah, pull up. He slide up, he get the gun. This Negro jump on the phone. Hey, baby mama, I need you to bring my son. Hey, baby mama, I need you to bring my son. Hey, baby mama, I need you to bring my daughter. Until he got all 7 of the kids that was in the hospital. Mind you, it was a total of 8. It was a total of 8. One of them survived. The other 7, they weren't lucky. They weren't lucky. So what are we talking about? Answer that question. What are we talking about? How do you feel? If you think the guy that provided the weapon should face the death penalty for his participation, involvement, or whatever, type the number 1 in the chat. That's right, talk. Yap. That's what I do. And don't block them, Miss B. Let them stay on the live stream. Do not block them. Because we need ignorant ass people like that to remain in the chat. They need a reality check. See, these are the type of people that support this bullshit that's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad, very sad situation. And you got peoples out here, man, that really praise and condone and bullshit like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, you do something to mine, motherfucker, I'm taking your whole family out. ASAP immediately. Over with. End of the discussion. Ain't nothing to talk about. I'm wiping everything out that's a part of your bloodline until they catch me. I'm taking everybody out. That's just how that's how we gonna rock. So don't fucking play with me. I don't care about your status quo or who you know or whatever. You going down. Bottom line. I am very, very upset with this whole entire situation because you got one black man providing another black man with a gun to kill his own kids, bro. The kids is everything to our culture, bro. They are the future for tomorrow. Without them kids, we are nothing, bro. We can't continue to allow our culture to be destroyed by our own fucking hands and then turn around and try to blame the white man for it. We can't do that. No. We can't do that. It's time to man up. It's time to man up and take full accountability for our fucking actions, bro. And when I tell you this is a bad situation coming out of the state of Louisiana, this is crazy. Without kids, there's nothing to pass down. You are absolutely right, bro. That you are absolutely right. And that's what I like right now when people's come in the chat and say stuff like that, man. Because that's the reality of it, bro. This is disturbing to me. It may not be disturbing to a lot of people. Obviously, a lot of y'all, I guess a lot of y'all don't care. But I do. No, I don't know neither one of those 7 kids that man killed. No, I don't. I never met them a day of my life. But that don't mean shit. Those were kids, bro. They was tricked and lured by the same father that gave them the same existence that they once had. Tricked them to do what he done. And then you got this loser. You got this effing idiot. Pardon my language. You got this fucking idiot that's still out here somewhere that provided the weapon to this man to do what he done. That's crazy. That's crazy work. Do I respect that? Hell no. I would never respect nobody that do shit like that, bro. But like I said, as a culture, bro, a lot of people don't understand. I love my black people, bro. I love my culture. But at the same time, I'm disappointed. Because the white man is not destroying our culture, man. The white man is not destroying our communities. We are doing it for them. That's what we are doing. We are doing it for them. They don't have to do that shit. All they gotta do is kick back, throw a motherfucking Cuban cigar in their back and their mouth and just sit back and watch. Because we gonna give them all the entertainment they need. And then as soon as you get jammed up, the first thing you're gonna say, oh, they did my son wrong. They gave my son all this time. Man, fuck that. That nigga deserved it. Because he did some dumb shit. Yeah. So am I remorseful, or do I feel compassionate and towards the father that died in the shootout with the police that killed his 7 kids? Fuck that nigga. He need to be burning in hell right now. Because it should never get that bad where you want to take your own kids out, man. It should never get that bad. I don't give a damn what the situation may be. Listen, if it's that bad, get on the phone, call somebody, and get them kids away. Yeah, give them away. Don't steal life away from them. Don't do that. Just give them away. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this right here. Let me share something with y'all, right? Do I knock anything that anybody do in life? Fuck no. Because if you want to be stupid, if you want to be dumb, you want to be ignorant, let me tell y'all something though. One thing that I've never seen in my life, right? And listen at me real good. One thing that I've never ever seen in my life is a gangster or a thug that discriminates? Huh? I didn't stutter, nigga. I'm going to repeat that again. I've never seen a gangster or a thug, a so-called gangster and a thug that discriminate in life. Motherfucker do something to you quick, but bow down to the police. Bow down to the police. But you a gangster and you a thug, though. What gangster and thug discriminate? I thought a gangster and thug bar none with anybody. I'm just saying. I'm just a messenger. I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. What kind of gangster and thug is that? Y'all saying? So this is what I'm saying, bro. Peoples don't want to accept the reality of things in life. But we got to learn how to do that. We got to learn how to put our differences to the side and come together, not just as black people, but everybody need to come together, bro, as a nation. Like it's a lot of stuff going on in America right now. This is a perfect opportunity for black people, white people, Hispanics, or whatever. Everybody need to come together, bro, and operate from up under the same umbrella. We don't need to sit here and feel as if, and I want y'all to listen at me good. We do not need to sit here and feel as if there is nothing to look forward to or live for. And that you're right. It ain't all the blame game. And you're right about that. But at the end of the day, man, what I've learned, what I've seen, what I've experienced in life, man, it's just for me, this is a hard pill to swallow. God bless you too. This is a hard pill to swallow. This man lured all of his kids over to his house just to kill them, bro. Just to kill them. And we only had 34 likes. We only had 34 likes. But I think if I was on here talking about gang banging, or I'm about to slide on my op and knock his block off or her block off, yeah, it'll probably be a little different. I probably have 34,000 likes if I was talking about something negative. And this is what social media has became to be, man. You have to literally sell your soul just for a motherfucker to hit you, to give you a like. You just can't come on here and be yourself naturally and talk about real life events, things that's really affecting our communities. We can't talk about that no more. Folks don't want to hear positivity no more. They just don't. They want to know what's going on with Beyonce, what's going on with Cardi B. They want to know what gang just killed this rapper. That's what people want. People don't want this shit right here no more, bro. And it's a crime shame. It's a crime shame, bro, that you have to feel like this as a person. Here's the deal, guys. Here's the situation. And I ain't gonna hold y'all long, right? One thing's for sure, two things for certain. I ain't gonna hold you long, right? All I wanted to do is literally come on here and to not just talk about this tragical situation, because obviously this is something very tragical. It may not mean nothing to a lot of y'all like that, because a lot of y'all are immune to this shit. A lot of people's on my live stream right now probably beating their own kids and doing this and doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I understand that. But sometimes, right? My dad, my grandparents, and everybody used to always tell me, man, sometimes you can't give people what they want. You got to feed them what they need. Did you hear what I said? You don't give people what they want. You feed to them what they need. And this is a need. The truth is very needy right now. Let's stop beating around the fucking bush, bro. Just get to the point. Let's get direct to the point. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about reality. Let's talk about what's really going on in society, bro. Let's talk about the problems that's affecting our communities and our kids. Let's talk about all of that. Let's stop talking about shit that don't really matter. Who gives a fuck if you got a Bugatti? Who cares if you got a Rolls Royce? Who cares if you got diamond chains and all that? Who gives a fuck about that? Let me tell you something. That U-Haul ain't gonna follow that hearse. Huh? Did I stutter? Do I need to repeat that? I'm gonna repeat it one more time. For all you materialistic MFs out there in the world, the U-Haul is not gonna follow the hearse. You not taking that shit with you. You ain't taking none of that shit with. That shit gonna be left behind. Somebody else gonna possess that. You right. The dollar ain't worth the soul. The dollar ain't worth it. It ain't all about that. It's not all about that, bro. It's about equal opportunity. It's about equality. It's about us coming together as a nation of people and figure out a way to put a stop to all the senseless violence, bro. Not just gang activity, but figure out a way to prevent these type of situations from happening. A father was able to kill 7 of his kids because there was a person that provided a gun to him to do so. If that brother never provided him that gun, these kids are not dead. They are still here right now. But the reality of it, it didn't happen like that. A lot of people said you can't question God. A lot of people say God do things for a reason. And that's a true story. But you know what? Sometimes when it comes to a kid, it makes you wonder. It makes you want to ask God why. And I'm just being honest with you. Am I a God-fearing man? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's just something about this situation that does not sit right on my stomach. It's something. However, and at the end of the day, I always say it's each his own. You don't have to take what the messenger say and run with it. You really don't. Because people's going to have their own perception and own perspective on things in life. I get that. Everybody's entitled. I'm not mad. Like Tupac say, I ain't mad at you. I may be laughing at you or with you, but I ain't mad at you. But it's got to stop, bro. Black people, we got to stop hurting each other and turning around and trying to blame the white man for it. We got to stop hurting each other. And then when the white man do, because you know what? If you commit a dumbass crime, you already know what's coming after that. There's consequences. Don't say here mothers, daddies, aunts, uncles, cousins, and want to jump all on the TV. Oh, they did my son wrong. They did not a fuck. They did. They did exactly what they supposed to have done. Send his ass straight up shit creek because he did some dumb ass shit. For every action, guys, is a reaction, is what I'm saying. For every action, there is a reaction. So to the parents of the guy that killed his 7 kids, I don't have no remorse, no feelings, or no compassion for y'all. I don't. Because the ignorant son of a bitch shouldn't have did what he done. You stole those kids' lives like that, bro. You stole something away that can't be replaced. So I'm not displaying no sympathy. I don't care about that. He got what he deserved. They sent his ass right where he deserved to be at, and that's somewhere in hell for what he did. And I fast hope and pray that those 7 little girls up there in heaven with God. It is what it is. I'm going to keep it 100. I ain't sugarcoating shit for nobody. I don't care if you like what I say or not. I'm not really here for you to like me. I'm here for you to just accept the truth. Because like I always say, I'm just a messenger. I am just a messenger. That's what I am. I'm someone that's not ashamed to speak what's on his mind. I got to do that. That's what I do. You know, I'm not with the propaganda and all the negativity and all that extra shit. Keep that shit from around me, bro. Don't bring that shit around me. Get a job. This is my job right here. Educating people like you. Because apparently you need to be educated. Based on what I'm on here talking about right now, about positivity and bringing people together and striving to figure out a way to put us end to senseless violence and stuff like that, you shouldn't even come on here and say things like that. But that just shows me where your mind is, your mentality is at. You living a fucked up life out there. You ain't even happy with yourself. You not even happy at the person you see when you get up and look in that mirror. If you do that. So just carry on with your day, brother. And I'm going to pray for you. Just like I'm praying for everybody else, man. My community, my culture. Because this is crazy, bro. Like literally, we talking about 7 little kids. Lured by their own father and taken out. That's some of the coldest stuff that you listen. I'm gonna tell y'all like this here, right? What's so interesting about this story, right? What's so interesting about this story? Peoples are tapping in. Peoples are in and out, right? But what I respect and what I'm loving about my own live stream is the fact that I get to be me. That I don't have to like put on or imitate or perpetrate to be something or somebody that I'm not. This is what I do. It's all about spreading awareness, man. Confidence ain't got shit to do with awareness. Nothing. Because with awareness, confidence come with it, baby. Somebody got to talk about it. Somebody have to talk about it. Everybody just can't come on here and talk about shoot 'em up, bang, bang. At least I'm not going to do it. Because I don't care about that. I really don't give a damn about none of that shit, bro. I don't associate myself with it. I stay far away from it. Because, see, I have something to live for. We all do. Some of us take life for granted. Yes, I do care. Yes, I do care. I care about people. I care about the world. You know, and like I said, y'all know I'm a Donald Trump supporter. MAGA Nation, baby. I'm a Republican to the heart. I talk a lot of shit about the Democrats, but I don't hate them. No, I don't hate nobody. I may dislike ways, so on and so forth, etc. But outside the scope of that, we must continue to figure out a way to put an end to senseless violence, bro. Because what happened in Louisiana with those 7 kids is unheard of. And I'm trying to figure out, is there a way? Is there a way to fix that? Is that fixable? Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I do the same thing. Because that's what we have out here in this world. A lot of fake people, man. A lot of imitators. A lot of perpetrators. You know what I'm saying? People that proclaim to be one thing and they are not who they say they are. That's why you have to be ultra careful when you allow certain peoples within your vicinity, within your circumference, man. Because everybody's not who they say they are. You know, I've had a weird ass encounter recently with people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, don't put me in a category or place me in a category with somebody. When I roll dolo solo. I don't roll with 1,000 people. If I come somewhere, if I'm not with the people that I rock with, I'm coming by myself. It is what it is. Isolation can correct violence. I agree with that. What's good? What's good? What's up, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, man, I'm just a messenger, bro. I'm just a messenger. I'm just being me. You know what I'm saying? And it's been an honor and a privilege, man, to get back into doing what I enjoy doing. As y'all guys know, I was kind of like, you know, leaning towards the music scene a whole lot. But what's going on, bro? But it's just a lot of stuff with that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people take shit too serious. You know, y'all guys know. Y'all know what time it is with me. This is what I've been doing for the last 5.5, 6 years. I'm a content creator. I ain't no motherfucking rapper. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So let's get back to doing what we do best, guys. You know, Trump train, top of the hour, bottom of the hour, all that. And let's pray for the families, not the family, but families of the 7 little kids that was murdered by their father. Because I'm going to tell you now, there is nothing in this world that can bring those kids back. Nothing. And I just kind of like just drifted out just right now. I just went out in the la la land because I can only imagine what those kids went through during that time. Knowing that your life is being stolen away from you by your own father. We talking about the person that actually brought you into this world. It's a horrible situation. It makes you think. You know, man, Miss B, don't entertain that shit them people talking about, man. We ain't talking about nobody farting and shitting, man. What people, I don't know what people mindsets be at, man. Like, I just don't, I don't understand that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Like, you want to sympathize for people, man. You know, I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting ready to hop off of this live, bro. I'm getting ready to hop off. Um, I'm about to hop off of this live stream, bro, because this situation in Louisiana, bro, it should have never happened. Like this, it should have never happened, man. It's crazy. I just feel sorry for for people, man. You have a good day too. Um, why? Why? Not to the person, cause he dead. We talking about, I'm talking about why to the MF that gave this man the gun to kill his kids, bro. It's still hard for me to fathom that, bro. Like, what in the hell was that guy thinking about upon dropping this gun off to this man to do what he done? Make it make sense. Or is it any way possible we can make it make sense? Let me rectify that. Let me correctify that. You know what I'm saying? Let me make it make sense. We're gonna say it like that. You can't do it though. It's hard to do it. Sorry. Oh no, y'all good, man. I ain't tripping, bro. One thing about me, man, when I'm talking about life, bro, when I'm talking about something positive, man, I don't entertain negativity. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't entertain that. You know what I'm saying? In the Nolan Wells case, my next live stream gonna be about Nolan Wells, man, because there's some stuff that came up with that situation. Man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy how we do things in life. We must live in love because God is love. Yeah, you're right. Did the guy know what he was going to do with the gun? Of course he did, Brian. Of course he did. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gave it to him. There's a recorded conversation that was captured on the killer's phone upon them entering the house after they killed him. And there was a recorded conversation on there. You know what I'm saying? And regardless if he knew or not, you still had no business. If you don't have a gun license, why are you still doing the shit that you doing? Like, come on, man. We got to protect our kids, bro. We got to protect society. When it comes to that, I don't give a fuck about how nobody feel about me, think about me, or whatever. I don't condone in negativity. I don't condone in bullshit. I just don't. And I don't want it around me. I don't want it near me. I'm a loyal person at what I do. I don't want no fake peoples around me, no idiots, no cowards, no clowns. I don't want none of that shit around me, period. I don't need a spokesperson. I don't need a dictator. I am the dictator. That part. That's just how I am. A lot of people can't accept that. And I'm cool with that too, because guess what? That's on you, baby. That ain't got shit to do with the messenger. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'ma do me. I'ma keep it 100. I'ma keep it Andre 3000. You know what I'm saying? I'ma keep it 100. I'ma do me. Why does anyone want to hurt a baby or a child anyway? They've done nothing to hurt anyone because they ignorant. They fucking idiots. You got fucking kids out here having kids and they don't even know how to raise a baby or a kid because they're a kid they fucking selves. I mean, society is fucked up. It is what it is. You the same way 90% of the time? Apologize. No, man, you good, days. I ain't tripping on that like that, homie. I'm about to get ready to hop off alive. Yeah, I'm about to hop off alive. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is this here, right? I always say when you talk about real shit, man, folks gonna slide in and fuck with you, man, when you talking about real stuff. And that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we are. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We just got to do better we got to be better, leaders, man. We got to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? We got to continue to try to speak positivity into the universe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm about to hop off. Miss B, I appreciate you coming in here, tapping in, you know what I'm saying, doing what you do best. Frank, I appreciate the donation, the cash app you sent. And I appreciate everybody that was in my chat that had something positive to say in regards to this current situation. And for the ones that had negative stuff to say, man, all I can say, I'm praying for you. That's all I can say. And thanks and appreciate, because, we had over 10,000 people to slide in and fuck with us this morning. So it's always a blessing to have that type of audience to keep us relevant in the algorithm or whatever. So with that being said, I'll be back in a jiffy. I'm out.